Police lies that don't match up to Bodycams BMV.
For many years, I've been trying to report perverting the course of justice by the MOJ. The UK government and Prime Ministers will go to any lengths to cover up the government corruption. They will use anybody and do anything to cover it up. They even use so-called independent departments like the IOPC and the Parliamentary Ombudsman. What you're about to watch is just one incident to show how far they will go to not only to discredit the victim who's trying to report the government corruption, but also use mental health as a legal tool to commit crimes against victims of government corruption.
PC 345 Speller.
On the 29th of November, 2019, I had yet another visit by the police to harass me yet again. They arrived at 1500 hours, according to their body cam. Yet according to the web storm, they arrived at 13:55 on the 29th of November, 2019. I wonder how many people have been convicted with discrepancies with times on record and what is actually on the body cam. Early that morning I put a video about my ex-MP loophole on YouTube as a general election had been called. It's not the first time that loophole has used the police to harass me in hoping to push me over the edge with the help from the Chief Constables and Police Crime Commissioners. And today was no different. I already complained about loophole to the police and the Conservative Party only for them to cover it up. Which I was surprised when the police came on the 29th of November, 2019 to say it was about my complaint about loophole. It was a surprise as they already cover up for him and blamed me months previous. So I showed PC Speller some evidence against loophole that I had on my computer. Then I was shocked when I saw this on a report.
Is it Mr. White? Just come to chat about your complaint about loophole.
What else am I going to talk about as they were there for loophole's complaint? Were they expecting me to talk about the price of potatoes and the weather? The fact is, if it wasn't for the body cam footage, if anybody saw that statement, it will give the wrong idea. And that's the problem, people read things like that and immediately think I'm the problem. Then there's this. Please note what I said about my computer being hacked. This was in 2019 and I tried to report it and it's still going on with Chief Constable crew who's behind it in 2025. PC Speller also says it seems that I'm having a breakdown. This is the reason why, it's because the police come and harass me and then lie to cover up the perverting the course of justice against me by the MOJ as well as hacking of my computer. I do feel that you should look at the whole body cam footage to see if I am having a breakdown and then make your own mind up. I feel it says otherwise. Then there was this. PC Speller says about me filming the police and putting it up on YouTube. What he neglected to say was, the video he was mentioning was when loophole and Police Crime Commissioner Mount Stevens sent the police to warn me off from reporting the MOJ, less than 24 hours after my father died. The police were aggressive towards me. I wasn't even allowed to mourn his death in peace as loophole and the Chief Constable were hopefully trying to push me over the edge. But now it starts to get interesting. This is where the police, Chief Constables, IOPC and the Police Crime Commissioner refuses to engage with me. Instead of answering simple questions, they all cover it up. According to the web storm, they harassed me twice on the 29th of November, 2019. As you can see, they say 13:55 and 20:48. According to the web storm, it's about an email I sent to the police. Yet when they came to harass me, they said it was about my complaint about loophole.
Is it Mr. White? Just come to chat about your complaint about loophole.
Which is it? Is it about my complaint about loophole, which the police and his party already covered up, or is it about an email I supposed to have sent? A simple question like that, you would have thought it would be a simple question to answer if you haven't anything to hide. Unfortunately, the question is too hard for the police, Chief Constables, IOPC and Police Crime Commissioner to answer. Yet they have covered this up. Why? I have asked on several occasions to see the so-called email that I was supposed to have sent. They have ignored me and yet again, they have used mental health as a legal tool to harass me. They always say it's an email that I sent and yet they never let me see it. So at the beginning of 2025, I asked to see it again, but this time, I want to see other emails, but most crucially, the email that Chief Constable crew sent the police to harass me, based on lies, and I could have died because of it. That's going to be in another video. This is where it gets a tad confusing. I hope you can understand this, as the Chief Constables, PCC and IOPC etc. don't seem to be able to understand yet another simple question. This time it's confusion over the log number. This seems to baffle those concerned as they refuse to give me an answer.
Okay. Do you want the log number for your records? I'll write down if you've got a piece of paper. I can write down for you on it. I've got a pen. Just need a bit of paper. So it's two. I'll write down if you want.
As you heard, PC Speller gave me the log number at 1513. Then a couple of months passed and I hadn't heard a thing. So I decided to call the police to find out what is happening. I was shocked to what I was about to hear.
For a case they were investigating.
Yeah, what is that?
251, and the date was 29th of the 11th, 19.
Let me just retrieve that.
I haven't heard a thing since.
Okay, so they came to visit you and took some details, and you haven't heard anything since then?
No.
Okay. Let me look.
I expect it's been brushed under the carpet like everything else has been.
Well, I can't comment on that, I'm afraid, but I'm going to have a look for you. 251. Of the 11th, 2019. Call number 251. Okay. What's your name, sir?
White, Andrew White.
And just to identify you fully, Andrew, can I take your address and your date of birth? Fantastic. Right, I've got it in front of me. I'm just going to have a quick read. I'll go to the bottom of the log and see who the officers were.
Yeah, because they haven't even asked for any evidence or nothing.
I mean, I can only go by what I'm reading, Andrew, okay? I was not involved in this whatsoever, so obviously I'm looking and reading. So Officer 4713 came to your home address on that day, the 29th of the 11th, just before 9 o'clock in the evening, because we were concerned for you for what was coming in. I think you were sending emails or something.
Hang on a minute. No.
Just continue.
No. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
I was told somebody... that's something totally different. That is where everything's getting cocked up here. Because this is where everything's being covered up. Look,
just continue with what's on the log, and then you can have your say afterwards.
No, I want my say now.
Oh, well, you carry on then.
Don't take that attitude with me, because I've had enough of this.
No, well, what I'm saying to you is, what the comments they've made is, you basically told them to go away, and that it was harassment. So, although we tried to engage with you, You didn't want to. And you slammed the door on us. And you were very angry that we had our body cam on.
So there you have it. One log number, 2 different officers and 2 different times.
So Officer 4713 came to your home address on that day, the 29th of the 11th, just before 9 o'clock in the evening. So Officer 4713. Officer 4713.
Now for an extremely easy question in which those concerned can't answer. Why is the log number for the evening incident? I have footage of the log number being given to me at 15:13. Most crucially, why is it a different officer on the records than the officer who came to see me? But the best is, how can I get a log number if I slammed the door on them? But just one last thought.
You initially called us, I think.
I have asked the police when I called them. They've refused to answer me. So which lie is the truthful lie? Answers to Chief Constable Crew and Marsh, Police College, IOPC and the Parliamentary Ombudsman. I wonder if Chief Constable Andy Marsh got his knighthood for services to corruption. Just a thought. Thank you for watching. Please watch my other videos.